I know you.
Is he though?
Yeah, I think so.
he got blown out by 44 and 48, and it was like, I don't want to be here.
I understand your point, but I'm just saying, I don't think. I know you don't like him, but Bledsoe is a top.
No, I don't. It's not that I don't like him.
He's a top 40 player in the NBA.
It's not that I don't like him. It's just like, you know.
I know
we're 3-1 without him.
I understand.
So, and I'm not saying that we're good. We're probably not as good without him. But it seemed like he quit on the team or something.
Yes, it feels like he quit on the team. I will give you that.
And like that, I mean.
He's a good.
The Suns are bad, so I mean, I understand.
I'm just saying he's a good scorer. He's a solid passer. He's a really good defender. I mean, those are all traits you want.
Lonzo Ball had his best game against him, though.
It's fine. Speaking of Lonzo Ball, there's another sidebar here. I was on ESPN a couple days ago looking up the highlight or the headlines from the Lakers Pistons game. My favorite headline was Lonzo Ball scores in double digits and leads the Lakers to victory or something like that.
He scored 12 points.
12 points.
He scored 12. That's crazy.
I was like, oh my goodness.
So
I think it was scored for double digits for the second time this year. Right? I think that was the second time.
Yeah. So I want to move this over to since Lonzo's a rookie, I want to move this over to the rookie of the year debate. And just in general, what have you thought of since you were just talking about Lonzo, what have you thought about him? He's had his good moments, but he's also just shown that he doesn't really take reins and score when he needs to.
But I don't think that's who he is.
I know, but you kind of have to, and you can't be look at Rubio. Rubio was that pass first guy in the NBA, and it never worked for him in Minnesota. And then he went to Utah, and now he's their number one scorer on the team. Mm-hmm. And it's finally looking like he's finally figured it out. He's shooting more, and
this sounds bad. I really think that this whole Lakers season is just get through it to get to Paul George.
Well, yeah, but
they're not gonna overdo anything. They're not gonna. I know they're not gonna play overly hard. They're not gonna just try and take over games. I mean, all they're doing is trying to get to next year.
I know, but it's not even like Lonzo's taking over the game and passing either.
He's flashing brilliance in the game, I feel like. I mean, he's shown flashes of tremendous basketball IQ. He played pretty big against John Wall. Now we're hating on the Wizards here a second ago, but I mean, he had I'm not saying his stats were phenomenal, but he played big in that game. As much as I'm rooting for him to fail, I mean, I think he's going to be a really good player, and I think he's shown that. He's not going to win Rookie of the Year. That you can just throw that one out the window. I'm
just trying to think.
I mean, there's 6 rookies right now.
I know. I'm just trying to think down the line. Sorry. I'm trying to think down the line, what does he have? He's a great passer. I understand that.
He's athletic.
He is, but he also can't get by anybody. He just can't drive on anybody without a screen.
That's okay, though.
Is it?
Chris Paul uses screens all the time.
I know, but Chris Paul can also get by somebody when he needs to break down a defense.
He can, but he doesn't very often.
Lonzo Ball, is he going to break down a defense and then find the open guy? Is he going to be able to get in the middle of the court and then find the shooter?
I honestly, I think he's long enough he can just get around it.
I don't know. He just seems like he's a rookie, so I shouldn't be so hard on him. But he just seems like he doesn't want. I think he just needs to score a little bit more. Just take a little bit more.
He does need to score more, but I don't think that they want him to do anything more than he has to. They just need to win 20 games, and that's it. Despite what everybody is saying about how they're going to make the playoffs this year, they were saying that. You know that Magic just wants them to win 20 games, sign George, go for LeBron. If they can't get LeBron, who else? Westbrook is out there. DeMarcus Cousins. Just get us to the offseason, get us a high pick, get us 2 top players to pair with Lonzo and Ingram, and they're fine. I mean, that's all they're trying to do. That's what I believe. So I think Lonzo has shown flashes that he's going to be a star in the league. I really do.
Yeah, but I mean, he also has his ball, the ball in his hands a lot. He's going to show he's going to be an okay player. I just don't think. Like, I don't think anything of him right now. He hasn't really shown me. He hasn't impressed me at all.
He's not going to win Rookie of the Year. He's not going to take his team to the playoffs.
I don't even think he's a top 10 rookie right now.
I mean, I don't know if I could go through 10 rookies.
Well, he's probably in the top 10, but he's. I mean, there's so many rookies this year that just look more impressive than him.
Simmons, Markkanen, Tatum, Fox, Mitchell,
Dennis Smith.
That's probably your top, 5?
Josh Jackson.
No. As much as you want it, no. Those are your top 5 easily, I think.
So, getting back to the Cleveland Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson went down with injury yesterday, strained calf.
Yes, out for a month.
And things are just starting to look worse and worse for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They lose again yesterday to while not great, a rising and surprising Indiana Pacers team. But the way they lost, too, is just they were up for a while and then...
They were double-digit favorites and lost.
Yeah. Something's wrong in Cleveland world. And they had that team meeting thing before the game, and it didn't seem like it worked out.
Do you know what's wrong? They have no defensive players, and their best defensive player is not taking initiative on defense.
Yeah, but... I thought, when they put the roster out, I was like, oh, they're going to be better. I thought they were going to be better on defense, at least. Because Derrick Rose can at least play defense.
Well, he's better than Kyrie. Everybody is.
Well, I know, but Kyrie's actually been really good at defense this year.
I'm just saying, Kyrie sucks. I mean, he could have had a good 7 or 8 games or whatever. Kyrie's a terrible defender.
Is he, though?
In general, yes, he's a terrible defender.
I don't know. Brad Stevens, I think, got something out of him.
He was terrible for 8 years.
They're the number one defensive team in the league.
He's bad for 8 years. After 8 games, you're going to say he's a good defender? No, I'm sorry.
Maybe he's just bought in. Brad Stevens is like... Because Kyrie's always had those flashes of oh, I could be a good defender if I wanted to.
They're only against Stephen Curry.
Exactly, but he's... When he wants to, he can be a good defender. He's just always been really, really lazy on the defensive end. And maybe something with Boston and something with Brad Stevens kind of pulled it out of him. Because they're the number one defensive team in the league.
Give me 30 games, and
I know. I'm not saying anything right now, but what I was saying is just I thought they'd be a little bit better on defense just going into it.
Oh, the Cavs, yeah, they should be.
And they just look awful. And the Pacers and Orlando Magic and Brooklyn Nets and New York Knicks.
Kevin Love doesn't look. I mean, he's got his numbers, but he does not look that good. LeBron looks terrible on defense. He doesn't look like he even cares at all.
Do you think he's just coasting?
I totally think he's coasting.
Well, I mean, obviously he's coasting, but do you think he just has checked out for this season? He doesn't care what happens?
I think he's checked out for the first 50 games. I bet you there'll be 20... At some point, I think there'll be 23 and 27 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. And then he'll just flip it on just because it's the East and the East stinks.
Do they, though?
Yes, they do. This happens every year. And we're always like, oh,
they're not as bad
as we thought they were.
I know, but terrible. Orlando just beat Memphis yesterday, and...
No Conley.
No Conley, but...
And it escaped Memphis barely.
Well, Tyreek...
On a game-winning 3.
Well, also Mario Chalmers just looked like he made so many errors.
Because it's Mario Chalmers.
I know. Down the last 2 minutes, Mario Chalmers had 6 turnovers.
Yeah, Memphis is winning that game with Mike Conley in it.
They are, but
I will give you that Orlando's gone out west and done well. So,
and then Indiana's looked pretty good, and
Orlando's going to be a playoff team. I actually think.
I'm really just
I think they're gonna be a 7 seed. That's probably why I put them right now.
Orlando, Detroit, Indiana.
I want to see what Detroit does with this Bledsoe trade before I go.
Do you think they're better with Bledsoe
than Reggie Jackson?
Well, yes. I mean, obviously their talent is better, but.
Yes, they're better with
Bledsoe's never gone to the playoffs.
Can you name, other than Avery Bradley, a defensive player on that team? Don't say Stanley Johnson.
Ish Smith.
Okay, exactly. I will take Eric Bledsoe, please.
Well, I know, but is he going to buy into being in Detroit?
Yeah, I think he will.
Really?
They're actually a playoff team, kind of.
Are they, though?
Kind of.
It's the question. It's They're a playoff team if he buys in.
They've always held around the 8-9 seed.
I don't know.
Their most athletic player is Luke Kennard.
I have my questions with how much Bledsoe actually wants to play basketball.
I'm not worried about Eric Bledsoe. So yeah, Cavs are not in trouble, but they're not playing well.
I mean, people don't just call team meetings for like whatever. And LeBron came out and said that it was his worst training camp he's ever been a part of. Or
LeBron he does all this for show, dude.
I know, but like
I think this is real.
I literally I think he does not care what happens this season, even if they don't they're gonna make the playoffs, but
they're gonna make the finals.
Are you sure?
Easily.
How?
I will bet.
They've looked so bad.
So what? They always look like this. LeBron does this, man. This is what he does. He just toys around with everybody and says like, "Oh, I don't care." And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, in the last 30 games of the year, they go 25-5. They sweep through the playoffs and then get wrecked by Stephen Curry.
This team's not sweeping through the playoffs.
Yes,
there's no way. No,
not sweeping through. But was it 16 games?
I still think they lose in the playoffs.
They'll go.
It does. LeBron's great.
Through the East, they'll go 16-3.
LeBron's great, but before 2011, also he didn't make the finals like every year. Just remember that.
Oh, so 6 years ago?
I know, but like LeBron's still human, and if he has to do everything alone, which he looks like he's going to have to do this year,
they'll have Isaiah Thomas back. Maybe. Well,
but who knows what Isaiah Thomas is going to look like after the hip injury?
Fine, I think he'll be fine.
But the hip injury is like a really really bad injury.
I understand. I mean, he's not going to score 30 points a game, but
and then also like the whole chemistry thing between those two, like when they gets back, because Isaiah Thomas is very very ball dominant, not like Kyrie, who kind of looks like he's okay coming off of.
No, well, Kyrie's good coming off the ball. Kyrie doesn't want to come off the ball,
but he's good at it.
He looks good at it. I think
you don't know, but Isaiah Thomas had a problem with it in Phoenix. That's the whole thing.
He was fine. He had a problem. Like he didn't want it to happen, but he wasn't terrible. It's not like he was a bad basketball player.
No, but like it didn't. They weren't a playoff team then, and the Phoenix team was a lot worse than the Cleveland Cavaliers team. But it's just like
I'm really not worried.
If LeBron has to carry this team all the way, they're not going to get to the finals. I'm sorry. LeBron doesn't do it alone.
The East was better then. The East was a lot better than
the Celtics.
Okay, would you take today's Celtics or the Celtics of Pierce, Garnett, Allen? I'm taking that team. Rondo.
They're older.
They're more
experienced. I'd take the finals Celtics over the current ones, but the current ones are still like not bad.
No, I think if you give him Gordon Hayward, you have an argument.
Yeah, but Gordon Hayward was ruled out for the season.
For the whole season. So,
but I don't know. There's something about this Cavs thing, and I'm sure they'll be fine. They'll be like a number 3 or 4 seed in the East. Whatever, who cares?
I think Boston. Is going to be number 1, but I think Cavs.
If Isaiah Thomas does not come back like healthy and looking the same, then I don't think there's any way they make it to the finals. Even with LeBron. LeBron will have to do everything, but LeBron doing everything by himself does not make it to the finals.
I think he's going to conserve his energy.
When was the last time LeBron didn't have like another 20-point per game scorer that he could count on every single day? Exactly. I know. Exactly. Before 2011 when he did make the finals.
I don't like LeBron. I hate LeBron more than everybody in the world. But you know what?
It's not that I don't like the LeBron. It's just like, it just doesn't look...
My point is, he is going... I mean, they're going to coast, like I said, probably 23-27. Then he's going to flip the switch. They're going to win a bunch of games. They might even get it as the 3 and the 4 seed that you say. They're going to play Boston at some point, and he's going to lock up Kyrie, and nobody else on Boston is going to do anything.
Is he, though?
Yes. Who else is he going to guard, in all honesty?
I know, but like, is he going to lock up Kyrie?
Yes. I'll take LeBron James's undivided defense over Kyrie's offense.
Yeah, but like, you saw in like the Warriors or whatever, when LeBron has to be the primary defender on the best player on the other team, he gets really, really tired, and that's like the whole point I'm trying to make.
I understand that.
That's the whole point I'm trying to make. He doesn't have anybody else.
But he doesn't have to.
And it looks like everybody else on his team is like, just looked horrible. And LeBron's been fine. He scored 33 points and had 11 assists last night, and they lost by 20.
But he's not going to have to lock anybody up until June. Or end of May.
No, he didn't have to do that last year either. That's the whole point. When he got to the playoffs, they coasted through the season because they only won like 53 games.
Yeah.
So they coasted through the season all of last year. But guess what? In the playoffs, he had Kyrie to score 25 points per game.
Because, I mean, they didn't even... Other than the
and
first
J.R.
game,
Smith wasn't looking like